What if you could build full Flutter apps faster than ever, with fewer bugs, and actually enjoy the process? I've built 4 complete Flutter apps using AI, and I'm not just experimenting anymore. I'm actually shipping things faster, cleaner, and with less frustration than I've ever had before. Today, I want to walk you through how I've been using Codex to build real apps, including a Taekwondo scoring system, and why this might completely change how you approach Flutter development. I'm Kevin Moore, a Flutter GDE, and I build Flutter apps. I've been using AI for a while now, starting with anti-gravity, then Cursor, and now Codex, to see if it could actually handle real-world app development. Not toy examples, not demos, actual apps I use. And honestly, the results surprised me. So, here's what I've done so far. I built 4 full Flutter apps related to Taekwondo. These include tools for scoring traditional events, combat, and traditional and team sparring. I've also used it to create an AI chatbot for all things Taekwondo. And then I took an existing Flutter app, my Notes app, and had Codex help me rebuild it from scratch. And here's the key point. The new version is faster, cleaner, better structured, and honestly just more enjoyable to use. That alone got my attention. What makes Codex different for me isn't just that it writes code, it's that it understands context, it speaks Flutter fluently, and it keeps up with how I think about architecture. I can say things like, create a signals-based screen with async loading and proper error handling. And it just does it. Not perfectly every time, but close enough that I'm not fighting it. Note that Codex doesn't have a built-in editor, but that's okay. I use IntelliJ in Android Studio, so I can switch to that editor if I need to. You can also use Visual Studio Code if you want to. It does have a diff view that shows what has changed and allows you to make comments to a specific line so that you can change it. I would definitely recommend reviewing all changes. There are times where things go so well that you tend to not review all the code. This will get you later, as there are things that the AI does that are not good. Catch them early. I've had AI later catch problems that the AI generated earlier. The biggest win here is speed. Before, I'd spend time scaffolding screens, wiring up state management, fixing layout edge cases. Now, I just describe what I want, Codex generates it, and then I refine it. It turns development into a conversation instead of a grind, and iteration becomes fast, really fast. Here's something I didn't expect. Codex is actually really good at fixing its own mistakes. When something breaks, I can paste the error and say, fix this, and explain what went wrong. And it will identify the issue, suggest a fix, often restructure the code properly. That feedback loop is incredibly powerful. Now, this doesn't mean I'm not thinking. You still need to understand Flutter fundamentals, recognize when something is off, guide architectural decisions. But instead of writing every line, you're directing, reviewing, refining. It feels more like being a technical lead for your own codebase. The best example of this is my Notes app. I took an existing Flutter app, and instead of patching it over time, I said, look at my existing app, use the following packages, create a nice blue theme, and create a new app. Codex helped me redesign the structure, improve UI layout, simplify state handling. And the result was faster performance, better UX, less technical debt. That's when it really clicked for me. Here's what stands out the most. It understands intent, it adapts when I change direction, and it makes development fun again. That last one matters more than people think. It's not perfect. Sometimes it over-engineers, sometimes it misses edge cases, and occasionally it just gets something wrong. But the key is, you can correct it quickly, and that trade-off is worth it. If you're building Flutter apps and you haven't seriously tried using AI like Codex in your workflow, you're probably moving slower than you need to. This isn't about replacing developers. It's about amplifying what you can do. If this helped, consider subscribing. I'll be sharing more real-world Flutter plus AI content.